We're here at the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan. I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
And welcome to what should be an exciting matchup between the Detroit Red Wings and the Chicago Blackhawks. Here's two original six teams that have met twice in the Stanley Cup Final.
Well, Jim, 2 out of Chicago's 3 Stanley Cups came at the hands of the Red Wings. The first was in 1934, the second in 1961.
Now we're ready to drop the puck for the opening faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Red Wings. Datsuk dumped the puck in. He passes the puck to Brown. And he brings it over the line. Vandermeer. Out comes Pavel Datsuk. And he's over the line and on the attack. One-timer. He scores! And there's the game's first goal.
Brendan Shanahan has been a terrific scorer in the NHL ever since he broke into the league with the Devils in the late 80s. And we're talking about a guy that's averaged nearly a point a game his entire career.
This team is on the wrong side of an early 1-0 score.
And that's got to worry the coaching staff. They don't want to be playing catch-up all game long.
Shoots! Quickly steered aside by Nick Habibulin. Puck taken by Denmark. He had his pocket picked to Rutu. And the puck's over the line into the attacking zone. He had his pocket picked. Chicago trails by 1 here early in the first. Passed ahead to Rutu. Fleury. He brings it over the line. Shoots the puck. And he hangs onto the puck for the whistle. This guy has dogged determination in his own end. He's always out against the top line, and yet you rarely see him get beat.
He's a stay-at-home defenseman who takes pride in playing tough.
The faceoff goes to Chicago. Maltby takes possession of the puck. He's over the blue line and on the attack. Here's Matthew shot! Habibulin made the save. From behind the net. To Matthew Barnaby. Now he takes it into the neutral zone. Back in he comes. To Quint with a one-timer. Mowers. Detroit is being badly out-hit here in the first period. Blistering shot. To Quint. Shots are 4-1 for Detroit. Hudler, now he gains the blue line into the attacking zone. It's one-on-one. Shoots the puck. Brown. Lindros. Chicago trails by 1 here midway through the first period. Saved by Habibulin. Blackhawks take possession, and they're out of their own zone to center. Now they gain the blue line on the attack. Again to Ekman. Now it's passed to Draper. He takes it into the neutral zone. Here comes Chris Draper. Saved by Habibulin. To Arneson, and he carries the puck to center ice. One time, he scores, and it's a tie game midway through the first.
Scoring on the backhand like that is a lost art in this league. It's nice to see a player with the skill to pull it off.
We've swapped some early goals in this game.
Neither side seems to have the edge in play.
The faceoff goes to Detroit.
By number 37, Curtis Brown, assisted by number...
Woolley, one-timed it. Chicago grabs the puck. Here's Brulis. Hasn't registered a shot on goal so far. Legacy made the save. Out comes Robert Lang. And he brings it over the line. Into the corner he goes. Passed ahead to Rutu. We're tied at 1 here late in the first. One-timed it! And possession goes to the Blackhawks. Deadmarsh. Right in front. Habibulin turned the shot aside. The shots are 8-6 for Detroit. Quick shot! Legacy turns it away. Goes behind his net. We're tied at 1 here late in the first. Detroit will get a chance to move out. They're in over the blue line on the attack. To LaPointe. Now it's brought to center.
Last minute of play in the first period.
One-timer! Here's Matthew Schneider. Here's Brendan Shanahan. He's a +1 in this game. And the horn signals the end of the first period. We head into the break with the score tied 1-1. The score is 1-1 here as the second period gets started. The action's about to start. Red Wings get another draw to Holmstrom. Now it's passed to Ekman. He moves it into the attacking zone. One-timer! Red Wings take possession. It's passed ahead to Datsuk. The shots are 9-8 for Chicago. Quick shot from the left. It's passed ahead to Brown. We're tied at 1 here early in the second period. Legacy reached out for the puck to Ekman. Unbelievable save by Legacy. Blackhawks take possession to Brown. Now he takes it to center. He passes the puck to Ruutu. One-timer! Puck gobbled up by Woolley. Out comes Pavel Datsuk, and he's into the attacking zone. Shoots! Happy Bullen's got it. Deadmarsh scores right upstairs!
You see what happens when you go to the net? Hey, he was in the perfect spot to shovel that puck home on the rebound.
The faceoff goes to Detroit.
Number 20, Robert Lang.
One-timer! Happy Bullen's got it to Barnaby, and he moves it out. Now he moves the puck into the attacking zone to Draper. He picked it off to Barnaby. One-time shot. Fisher. He passes it to Draper. Now it's passed to Korolev. It's man against man. Shoots the puck. Possession taken by Fisher. The Red Wings will move the puck up ice. 2-0. Lindros in front. Blasts it on net. Up to Bullis. Now he brings it to center. He's in over the blue line on the attack. One-timed it. He scores! Almost halfway through the game, and he's tied it up.
Tuomo Ruutu is a consistent offensive threat when he's on the ice. Check out this wrist shot. He didn't waste any time getting it away.
Our teams are even halfway through the period.
I expect somebody to tip those scales mighty quick.
Nickel won the
Scored
faceoff.
by number 15, Tuomo Ruutu, assisted by number 8, Steve House.
One time! He stopped at 2! Big glove save by Legacy. With a one-timer, he scores! And they've got a chance to take the lead to the second intermission. They've got the lead, but are they peaking early?
Well, they could be. You always have to watch out for a
Chicago
third
goal,
period
scored
letdown.
by number 20, Martin
Bullis.
Lapointe, assisted by number 23,
Tuomo Ruutu. Oh, he hit the post!
by
Along the
number 3,
boards
Adrian
to Pops.
Lapointe.
One times it. Saved by Legacy. Hoodler fires it right on. He scores, and we're tied at 3.
He sure had the defense on his heels on that one. He made the defenders guess what he was going to do, and they guessed wrong.
And the faceoff is won by Yzerman.
By number 26.
Here comes Steve Yzerman.
Assisted by number 44.
The shots are now 19-16 for Chicago.
23.
They bring it over the line. Oh, close! Pass up to Lang. Now it's passed to Yzerman. Here comes Steve Yzerman to LaPointe, and he takes it into the neutral zone. One-timed it! Chicago takes possession right in front. He hangs on to the puck. Legacy was in a good position to make the save.
How about his confidence?
They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Red Wings. It's tied at 3 here late in the second. Into the slot, and he hangs onto the puck for the whistle. They don't teach that at hockey school.
No, a save like that is pure instinct.
The ref is ready to drop the puck. To Nick Lidstrom. The shots are 22-16 for Chicago. Here comes Matthew Schneider. Shoots it! Khabibulin made the save. Fleury. It's still tied at 3 here late in the second. One-timed it! He scores! And they're up by 1 before the second intermission.
His stick flexes so much as he loads that shot up. When he lets it fly, it just explodes off his blade.
That goal will put them up by 1. Now the question is, can they hold the lead?
We're still a long way from declaring a winner.
13.
Over to Griefer. Khabibulin stoned him cold.
Last minute of play in the second period.
Puck found by Fisher. Lindros. Time runs out to end the second. 4-3 is the score as we head to the break. Detroit fell behind late in the middle frame and now trail by a score of 4-3.
Well, that goal hurt, there's no doubt. But this game will be decided here in the third.
Red Wings get another draw. They bring it in on the attack. And it's moved out to center ice. Now they carry the puck into the zone. Turned aside by Legacy. Out comes Brendan Shanahan. Here comes Shanahan. To Arneson. And he gains the blue line into the attacking zone. Front of the net. And he hangs on to the puck. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Yzerman. He passes the puck to Lang. Now passed again to Lang. Here comes Lang. One-timer. He scores, and they've tied it up early in the third.
Wow, did you see how quickly he got that one away? That takes pretty good hand-eye coordination to time a shot like that.
And that makes it a tie game.
This is when you need someone on your team to step up.
Detroit wins another faceoff. Here comes Steve Yzerman. He has his pocket picked. To Rutu.
By number 20, Robert.
He gives it up.
And by number 19.
We're tied at 4 here early in the third. To Yzerman. Snaps the shot. Steos to Rutu. And he'll just move the puck into the neutral zone. Now he passes it to Bulis. Door slammed shut by Legacy. Here comes Lang. He passes it to Bulis. It's a one-on-one battle. Slots it. Puck grabbed by Kronwall. He intercepts it to Korolev. He coughed the puck up. Detroit will get a chance to move up. They carry it into the zone. One-timed it. It's passed ahead to Korolev. Now it's passed to Quint. One-timer! He scores! And midway through the third, they've got the lead.
Now that was a turning point.
It sure was. They're up by one, and time is starting to become a factor. Nice little move by Datsuk.
Igor Korolev,
To Ekman.
assisted by number 2.
Now over to
Darren
Brown.
Quint, and by number 34.
Vandermeer, one-time shot. Out comes Pavel Datsuk, and he moves it into the attacking zone. Picked off, now he passes it to Arneson, and it's moved out to center ice. Now they'll start onto the attack. One-timed it from the slot. Passed ahead to Holmstrom. Now he's into the attacking zone. Saved by Habibulin. Here's Adrian Aucoin. He's behind the net looking for someone to pass to. Passed ahead to Brown. Chicago up by one midway through the third. From behind the net. Pudler over center. They gain the blue line on the attack. With a wrist shot, Habibulin makes the save. He passes it to Rutu. One-timer hit the man in front of the net. Just one man to beat. Shoots the puck. Turned aside by Habibulin. He passes the puck to Pops. Shot from the left. Legacy turned him away. He hangs on to the puck. Legacy caught a piece of it with his blocker, and it was just enough to prevent it from going in. About to drop the puck. To Lidstrom. Now he moves it to center. Here come the Red Wings, desperately seeking the goal that will prolong this game. Another stop.
That save was a dagger in their heart, Jim. What a great opportunity it was to get the tying goal late here in the third.
To Arneson.
1 minute left in the third period.
Less than 2 minutes to go here in the third. Legacy with the glove save. To Shanahan. Under a minute to go in the third. Shoots. Habibulin turned the shot aside. Turned over. To Brown. It's into the neutral zone. To Ekman, right in front. The ref indicates a delayed call. He's getting called for holding.
No question we're looking at holding. And I've got to say, I like the officiating in this game. They're letting the players play, but they're keeping it clean.
Chicago is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineup, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
Legacy is getting yanked.
Right now, they need the extra attacker in a big way.
Fleury. Quick shot. Empty netter.
That should pretty much do it for this game. There's your proverbial icing on the cake.
And that should pretty much do it.
Well, a comeback now would be an absolute miracle.
Chicago goal.
Detroit wins another faceoff. Legacy is leaving the net.
They need the extra firepower, but time is not on their side.
Hopes will get the gate for tripping.
There was contact, and he went down, and then the whistle followed.
Detroit is about to go to work on its first power play of the game. Let's see if they can cash in. You want it? He scores on the power play!
With age, Steve Yzerman's offensive production slipped a bit, but Stevie Y still has great hands around the net. Let's not forget, there was a time in his career when he recorded 50 or more goals 4 times in 5 seasons.
Chicago has their lead cut to 1 late in the game.
There's not much time left, but another quick goal would really shake things up.
It's man against man. Into the last 10 seconds of the third. One time. That's it. The Blackhawks won this game. Final score, 6-5.
Tonight's third star for Detroit, number 13, Pavel Datsyuk. Tonight's second star, Detroit, number 20, Robert Long. And tonight's first star, Chicago, number 13, Theron Fleury.
From the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan, and for EA Sports, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson. Have a great one.